Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food. We are still in South America. We are in Bogota, Colombia, and we had decided, in the past we brought you the oldest continuously operating restaurant in the United States, which was the Union Oyster House in Boston. We brought you on the vlog the oldest continuously operating restaurant in the world, which was Restaurante Botín in Madrid, and now we are at Puerta Falsa. And Puerta Falsa is the longest operating restaurant in South America. It was opened originally in 1816. They serve traditional foods and foods that they made popular, and so we're going to get what their most popular one is tamale or tamal. A tamal in Colombia is a lot different than the tamales that you get in, say, Mexico or southwestern United States. And we are going to try the special treat that is known as chocolate santafereño, which is basically a cup of hot chocolate, and they give you cheese with it. So you put the cheese in the hot chocolate, it melts into the hot chocolate, and then you take it up with a spoon and you eat it with that chocolate flavor and that rich cheesy flavor with the chocolate and everything. So we're going to try a couple of those specialties, and then we're probably going to get I think it's called divorcio, which means divorce for some strange reason, and we'll find out why, but we're going to get that as a dessert. So, again, it was opened in 1816 by Josefa Caicedo, and she prepared food at the cathedral across the street, and one of the priests had an issue with something that she had prepared, so she decided she was going to open her own place, which is across the street from the cathedral. Now, it's directly across the street from what used to be a false door on the cathedral, and people were kept on confusing where this place was and the other place, so they decided to call this Puerta Falsa, which is false door. So we're going to get started on this. They brought our food. Okay, so we're going to start on our tamal, and you'll notice right off the bat that this tamal is much different than what you would be used to in Mexico. So it's wrapped in a banana leaf. There's a lot of masa in there, and then usually there's like whole pieces of chicken and different vegetables like carrots and things. So we're going to just dig into that. All right, so we're just going to open this up. I don't think you can eat the banana leaf. This is huge. I mean, look at it compared to the size of my hand. All right, here we go. All right, so we have corn in here. Here's carrots. And there is your big piece of chicken. So we're just going to take a bite of this. We got the chicken in there. Some of the masa. Yeah, let's put that carrot in there too. Oh, that's hot. All right, here we go. Oh, it's good. The thing about it is that with that chicken, the whole piece of the chicken in there, it just takes it to a whole nother place. It's very traditional. Really enjoyable. That's a thumbs up. All right, so now we're going to try the chocolate. We're going to try it just the way it is. Now, my understanding is that the Colombian hot chocolate is a little bit different in that they use water instead of milk. I'm going to try that. Very chocolatey taste, really nice. And so it's also served with a roll with some butter and almohavana. It's a roll made out of corn. And then we're going to do it like the santafereños. So we're going to take some pieces of the cheese, drop it in there. We had to get a little melty, absorbing that chocolate. Now the reason this is called chocolate santafereño is because it's named after the city of Bogota, because Bogota originally was called Santa Fe de Bogota. chocolate and cheese go together, but in your mind, you don't think, how is the cheese going to go with hot chocolate? But it's actually really good. That also is the concept. All right, so for dessert, we're having a divorce. So this is actually called divorcio, which is divorce, and it comes with a cuajada cheese. We talked about cuajada cheese before. It's kind of a squeaky cheese. It's a fresh milk cheese, and you have a choice of what you want to put on top of that. So we got papajuela, which is in the papaya family. It looks like it might be sugar or something, and that's the kind of yellow fruit that you see there. And then we got moro, which is blackberry. So we're going to have moro, papajuela, on top of cuajada cheese. That piece there. That's really good. The fruit really complements the cheese. Gives a thumbs up too. Right after a fine meal like this, calls for taking a walk. So I think we're going to probably take a walk over to Pasaje Rivas, and it's a little shopping area, and see what kind of stuff they have on there. So if you get a chance and you're in Bogota, it is worth coming to the oldest restaurant in South America, 209 years old, and getting yourself some of the traditional fare and everything that they've made popular. So definitely worth checking out. But when you get out here, remember that it's crazy, so please be careful. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.